I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. 10 seconds to 10. Hey.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Here we go.
He's coming. Double up.
80 weapon. Now.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Mike 5-4. Bring it.
The setup to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Black 25. 54. Watch the screen. Easy. Hey. Check four. Let's go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Check. Watch 54. Watch. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Off the play fake. Winston. Sliding out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Flip it. That's it. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going easy. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 50. Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Green brings it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Down. 8, read.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, it's Freeman, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ready, white 25. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Watch twist. Watch. Green, triple team. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 47. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, come on. Sunday. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, follow. Right there. 54. Right there. Echo. Watch the curl. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 99. Check 99. White. Green, triple T. Haywyre. Easy.
Now Winston. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brings up 3rd down. White. Zoom. He's crossing. He's checking crab. Shift. Easy. Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
61, match box, lights.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. You draw Porker. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Got it.
54. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Clay Matthews able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Lucky. Sling. Sponge. Flip it. No.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Second down and inches. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 9 now. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Tucker's kick is good. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 54. Stay with your man. Switch. Hey, stop. Sonny. Pause. Hey, even. 36. Check 31. Easy. Let's go.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Wait. Switch. No.
At their 49-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Mike 50.
Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Mike 51. It's coming this way.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right there. 50. Easy. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's screen, triple C. Follow. It's going to be a long day. Check 13. Hey. Check 13. 5 on the 50. Yeah, 5 on the 50. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Easy. That's quick, brother.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Hey, stop. Ring out, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Green, triple C.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Johnson's got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? White 25. 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Jameis again. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. To the air again with Winston. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Za'Darius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Flip it. Right. Off. Rabbit. Mike's 54. Easy. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Winston on fourth down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Cheetah.
And again, it's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. A give to Smith out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Miami. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, G.
Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready. Blue ready. Flip. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Check 50. Check 50. Let's go. Just time to play. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
55 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wild Bill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch the safety creep. Easy.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Chubb running right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go play action. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Exit. Check your hot read. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, alert 3.
One last shot now for Winston. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all